Dean.
Mr Speaker, I do wonder whether that Green member is reading the same Building Amendment Bill number 4 as I have been reading and studying throughout the Select Committee process, because far from, as the member contends, it lessens the protections, I think this bill goes a good deal way towards implementing the Building Act review. So I'm going to go through what this bill does do, and what it does do is quite considerable in my view. Reduces compliance costs, reduces complexity and delays by reducing reliance on building consent authorities. It makes building contractors much more accountable than before by requiring disclosure of information. And this information that is going to be required to be disclosed includes the legal status of the contractor. Now, that might be whether they are operating under a limited liability company. We're all very aware of a number of building companies who have simply closed the books, closed the company, walked away and reformed in another incarnation, leaving a litter trail of poor homeowners with many problems to fix behind them but nowhere to go. We are requiring information about the people who will carry out the building work. We want to know about their track record, their dispute history, their skills and their qualifications. We want to know what, if any, financial backup or insurance they have to cover the cost of fixing faults. Now, if that isn't providing more protection to homeowners, please tell me what is. Mr Speaker, protecting consumers by requiring written consents for most residential building work information, including in a contract for building, could include the parties, the dispute resolution should things go wrong, the process for varying the consent, should that be required or desired by either party, a time frame for performing the contract, and the payment process. Now, Mr Speaker, again, in my view, the Labour Greens have a view on this, but the bill, what is actually contained in the bill, and as I sat through those very same submissions, I don't recall seeing that member, but that's by the by, or the Labour member for that matter. But when I sat through the submissions on this bill, I recall a pretty robust debate as always, but a certain acceptance that the protections built into this Building Amendment Bill were in fact making a vast improvement. Protecting consumers by requiring written contracts for most residential information work, and if the parties don't have a written contract or the contract does not contain a required clause, then regulations will prescribe default clauses that will be taken as being included. So even if they aren't put in the clause, there will be by regulation default clauses providing additional protections. The bill will have specific methods for enforcing warranties, and so that is really designed to give consumers peace of mind that they will have recourse for shoddy building work, which is what this bill is all about and seeks to protect homeowners. Building contractors will be expected to fix any defects in their work that are reported within 12 months of completion. Once again, added protection for homeowners. And finally, increasing the maximum penalty for failing to comply with building consent requirements, so that goes from $100,000 to $200,000. Please tell me, Labour Greens, if that does not add protections into the building industry which specifically protect the homeowners and buildings. And so, with those few words, I commend the bill to the House.
Call Andrew Williams.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Take a call. Building Amendment Bill number 4. And New Zealand First will not be supporting this